Hey everybody, Ray here. Welcome back to another Genshin Impact character video. I hope you enjoyed my Raiden Shogun video, but if you haven't seen it yet, there's a link in the top corner for you to check it out. But today, we're going to take a closer look at one of her trusted generals, Kujou Sara. Before we dig in, don't forget to let me know if you're enjoying these videos, and if you haven't subscribed already, then I hope you'll think about joining us. Kujou Sara is a general under one of Inozuma's commissions and the adopted daughter of the Kujou clan. She is a Tengu warrior described as bold, decisive, and skilled in battle. She is a faithful follower of the Raiden Shogun, and in her voice line she refers to the number 5 a lot. It turns out that's just her lucky number. From here on, we refer to her as just Sara. Sara made her playable debut on the Reign of Serenity event wish with the Raiden Shogun, but once the banner ends, she will become available in other banners. If you want to welcome Sara to your team, you'll need to gather up Electro Crystals and Storm Beads from the Thunder Manifestation, Dendrobium from the battlefield, and collect masks from the Hilichurls. For her talents, you'll need Books of Elegance, more masks, and Ashen Heart from battling La Signora. And if you want to max out any of her talents, you'll need up to 3 Crowns of Insight. Once you've added Sara to your team, any more wishes returning the same character will give you Stellar Fortuna, which will light up her constellation, Flabellum, improving Sara's skills in combat. So let's take a closer look at the general's abilities. As an archer, her basic attack, Tengu Bowmanship, performs 5 consecutive shots with a bow. She can also perform a more precise aim shot with an increased amount of electro damage, and when plunging from midair, fires off a shower of arrows before striking the ground, dealing AoE damage on impact. Sara only enters a battle-ready stance after a charge shot, and will put her weapon away after every stage of her basic attack, no matter where you end in the sequence. I really like this one. For her elemental skill, Tengu Stormcall, Sara will rapidly retreat and summon the protection of the Crowfeather, entering the Crowfeather cover state for 18 seconds. While in this state, a fully charged aim shot will leave behind a Crowfeather, which after a short time will trigger Tengu Jirai Ambush, dealing electro damage and granting active characters within its AoE an attack bonus based on Sara's attack. Using Tengu Jirai Ambush will consume the Crowfeather cover state. Her first passive talent, Immovable Will, decreases the aim shot charge time by 60% while in the Crowfeather cover state. With her second passive talent, Decorum, when Tengu Jirai Ambush hits opponents, Sara will restore 1.2 energy to all party members for every 100% energy recharge she has. This effect can trigger once every 3 seconds. For her first constellation, Crow's Eye, when Tengu Jirai grants characters attack bonuses or hits opponents, the cooldown of Tengu Stormcall is decreased by 1 second and can occur every 3 seconds. For her second constellation, Dark Wings, unleashing Tengu Stormcall will leave a weaker Crowfeather at Kujou Sara's original position, which will deal 30% of its original damage. And her fifth constellation, Spellsinger, increases the level of Tengu Stormcall by 3 talent levels. Sara's elemental burst, Subjugation, Koko Sendo, calls down Tengu Jirai Titanbreaker, dealing AoE electro damage, and afterwards the Titanbreaker spreads out into 4 consecutive bouts of AoE electro damage known as Tengu Jirai Stormcluster. Both Titanbreaker and Stormcluster can provide the active characters within their AoE the same attack bonus as Tengu Stormcall. Sara's third constellation, The War Within, will increase the level of Subjugation Koko Sendo by 3 talent levels. With her fourth constellation, Conclusive Proof, the number of Tengu Jirai Stormcluster released is increased to 6. And her final constellation, Sin of Pride, the electro damage of characters who have had their attack increased by Tengu Jirai has its crit damage increased by 60%. Her final passive talent, Land Survey, decreases the time consumed when dispatched on an expedition in Inazuma by 25%. And when cooking the revival dish, Egg Roll, there's a chance she'll create her signature dish, Faith Eternal, instead, and this dish will restore more health than the original product. So now I think it's time to dig into my build. I stopped rolling on the character banner once the Raiden Shogun arrived, so we've only got one of her constellations so far. I like the look of her second constellation, so I do hope I pick up some more of her Stellar Fortuna soon. All of her talent levels are currently at level 4, and I can't level them up further just yet because I need to unlock her 4th Ascension level. I think the Thunder Manifestation is the most annoying boss, so I have been using its drops for Raiden Shogun instead of Sara. So that means she is going to be stuck at level 60 for now. She's also currently tagging along in my commission squad and chilling in the teapot, so her friendship is now level 4. When it comes to weapon, I've been doing a little switcheroo, and at the moment she's inherited the Hamayumi bow from Ganyu. It's fully refined and maxed out, so it's a solid weapon choice. I'm not sure if it's actually the best fit, but it does look great with her. When it comes to artifacts, I don't have a full build in place for Sara just yet, but I've focused mainly on her attack stat. I have given her pieces from both the Gladiator's Finale and Shimenawa's Reminiscence sets for their attack bonuses. I actually think her flower and feather are pretty good artifacts, and I've stacked even more attack on with the timepiece and the cup. My helmet choices weren't great as all my best ones are in use, so for now I've tagged on this crit damage piece. So when it comes to stats, Sara clocked in with 11,194 health, 1,784 attack, 465 defense, and 61 elemental mastery. Her crit rate is 30.7 and crit damage is 69.9, while her energy recharge is 111%. I definitely think I could improve on her recharge and mastery, and leveling up her helmet will make her crit damage a lot better. When it comes to a place for Sara to fit into your team, I've had a tough time coming up with recommendations. As a support character bringing attack boost to the team, Sara complements almost everybody. When paired with another electro character, the team will benefit from the high voltage resonance buff. So superconduct, overloaded and electrocharge reactions are guaranteed to generate electroparticles every 5 seconds, which will help your team's recharge. She'll make a great backup alongside the main electro damage dealers like Kujou, Beidou and Razor, as well as slotting in alongside another electro support like the Shogun if you picked her up this banner, the Traveller or Fischl. Other than the electro characters, I think she'll pair really well with crowd control characters like Amber, Sucrose and Mona, as they can group enemies up to be hit by her elemental skill and elemental burst. So let's check out some teams in action while I deliver my verdict on Kujou Sara. I wanted to like Sara, I really did. As a character, her appearances in the story, design, voice lines, I really adore her. She seems like such an earnest person with a side of hidden sweetheart. To her design with this beautiful haircut, all these interesting little aspects, and the mask, it's just wonderful. And look at her stature. She's definitely a warrior. It's a shame she only has the one animation, but it is really beautiful. But when it comes to gameplay, I'm just not feeling it so far. I do like the mechanic of her charge shot leaving an electro mine after her elemental skill is used, but that's about it. I'm finding it difficult to see a place for her in my team, as I don't really base my teams on electro, and someone like Fischl is a much better choice for me personally when paired alongside some of the characters that I have. But I also had Mona and Bill on the bench for months and all of a sudden clicked and her gameplay became really fun for me, so maybe it'll happen for Sara in the future. But for now, she can hang out in my teapot. I'm going to build a little forest for her. So that's all for today's video. If you found this video helpful, then please let me know with a like and check out that subscribe button if you're interested in more character videos like these. Kokomi's banner comes soon and I'm still on the fence if I should wish for her or not. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But for now, see you next time.
Listen, thunder speaks the will of the almighty Shogun.